Barcelona are not dead. They are wounded, and sometimes a wounded giant is the most dangerous kind. Forget the memes, forget the panic, forget the noise. Hansi Flick has a plan. Sport S named this plan as shocking. A real one. No slogans. No excuses. A roadmap to drag Barça back to the top of Europe. And the craziest part? The plan is already in motion. Flick isn't panicking. He is rebooting Barça. After the Stamford Bridge disaster, everyone thought Flick's project was dead. But the German didn't collapse. He promised one thing. Barça will look different. And soon. Very soon. Reinforcements are back. We've been playing without our core. Now Joan Garcia looks like a fortress in goal. Rafinha brings chaos and pressing. Pedri returns. Football starts breathing again. This team with Pedri, Rafinha and Lamine healthy is not a broken machine. It's a weapon. Lamine Yamal is rising again. His injury held him back, but the spark is back. Brook on fire. Celta control. Athletic threat. And every stadium now targets him. Perfect. They only hate players who matter. And Lamine will give extra motivation. January, ignition. Last season, bad autumn, explosive January, trophies. This season, same pattern. Super Copa ahead. Athletic first, Madrid or Athletic next. Flick knows January decides everything. Home is back, Spotify Camp Nou. 45,000 voices already shook the team. Soon, 62,000 will. Camp Nou isn't a stadium, it's a psychological weapon. Defense needs fixing, not miracles. Losing Inigo hurt, structure broke, rivals exploited us. Flick's rule is simple: don't press, you don't win. He's drilling it every day. Barça can lose, Barça can't surrender. What made Flick furious wasn't the defeat, it was the moment the players gave up. That's not Barça. That's unacceptable. Yes, it's painful now. Yes, critics are laughing, but sometimes it's cooking. This isn't the end. This is the launch sequence. Barça is hurt, angry, reloading. And when that switch flips in January, run. Coolest, let's chill for a second. Yes, Chelsea embarrassed us. Yes, it hurts, but inside the club there is one message everyone keeps repeating. We are nowhere near dead. Look at PSG last season. At this stage, they had 4 points out of 15. Worse than Barça right now. People laughed at them, called them a failed project, said they were done. And how did this story end? Champions of Europe. Paris on top of the world. And Barça has 7 points. That's not a disaster, that's a launch pad. We beat Newcastle and Olympiacos, drew with Brugge and collapsed against PSG and Chelsea. That's 7 points, already more than PSG had back then. And what happened next? PSG activated beast mode, destroyed Salzburg, outplayed City, crushed Stuttgart. 3 games, 3 wins, and boom, knockout stages secured. Then they went full nuclear. Liverpool in the round of 16, Aston Villa in the quarters, Arsenal in semis. And in the final, they humiliated Inter with a historic 5-goal demolition. This wasn't just luck, this was a champion's blueprint. And now Barça is starting at the same roadmap. There is no panic in the dressing room, no shouting, no witch hunts. Just one phrase repeated like a spell. There is time, more than enough time. But let's be clear, calm doesn't mean comfort. Calm means we correct the Stamford Bridge sins and never repeat them. 3 wins, that's it. And who are they against? Eintracht, Copenhagen and Slavia. Win all those 3 and Barça gets back on track. Sounds simple? No. Possible? Absolutely. Because this team has already shown one thing. When Barça gets cornered, they come out with fire. PSG did it last year. Barça can do it now. We are not champions yet, but we are definitely not a corpse. And if Flick flips the right switches, Europe will learn very fast. They tried to bury us way too early. Sport has just dropped the bomb, and we need to talk about it. There's a story out now explaining why Barça never signed Estevao, and coolest, the truth hurts. I've gone through the report and here are the key points you need to know. No filters, no PR sugarcoating. Please brace yourself because what I'm about to tell you hurts. Not because it's a failure, but because it makes brutal sense. Inside the club, there's a line they keep repeating. We can't sign everyone. It sounds simple, almost lazy, until you realize Barça are surrounded by a generation of absolute monsters who want to wear our badge. But you can't buy everyone. You have to choose by position and by budget. And Estevao, he was one of those choices. Estevao wanted Barça. Barça said no. Yes, you heard that right. Estevao, the same Brazilian wonder kid who destroyed us with Chelsea, wanted to join Barcelona. There was a price, there was a green light from the player. Everything was lined up. Then Barça walked away. Why? First, Lamine Yamal already owns that spot. Estevao plays in the exact same zone as Lamine, and football isn't the Marvel multiverse. There is no universe where two 17-year-old supernovas get the same role, the same ball, the same stage. There is just one right wing. One survives, one rots on the bench. Barça already chose Lamine. The bet was made. Estevao's camp insisted he could play deeper, even as an interior, but that was fantasy. Chelsea showed the truth. He's an extreme winger, and that's where he kills teams. Second, the money. And the math, that hurts. His price was over 40 million euros. Then Chelsea entered the chat and closed the deal for 45 plus 16.5 million euros in bonuses. Barça didn't even make an offer. Why? No guaranteed minutes. No space in the squad. No logic in spending big where Lamine already rules. This wasn't emotional, this was survival mode. Third, the cruel twist. Estevao is a Barça fan. Yes, laugh or cry, your choice. The kid has said it publicly more than once. He loves Barça. He dreamed of Barça. He wasn't coming here for marketing. He wanted to play with Lamine, not against him. Life said yes. Football business said not now. Where are we today? Estevao is a breakout star of the Premier League and the Champions League. And Samareski is already teasing a rivalry. Estevao versus Lamine, the new Messi versus Cristiano. Chelsea are rubbing their hands, locked him down until 2023. And Barça are just sitting there saying, we knew he would explode, but we had no space and no money. And the worst part, it sounds painfully logical. The end? No, just chapter 1. Did Barça miss a future superstar? Maybe. Did they make the right call? If Lamine becomes the next Messi, then absolutely. Now the real question for you, Coolest. Do you believe Lamine and Estevao will one day play together at Camp Nou? Or is this another Neymar situation? A story that leaves, burns, and returns? Tell me in the comments, because this saga is only getting started. And guys, some of our own fans went absolutely brutal on Araujo, and now I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Ronald Araújo is living a nightmare, and the fans are a part of it. Guys, let's get something straight. Ronald Araújo didn't just have a bad night at Stamford Bridge. He walked straight into a social media firing squad. After that red card, his second sending off in the Champions League, wearing our shirt, the floodgates opened. And not with criticism, but with pure hate. Some fans went full toxic mode. Not analysis, not frustration. Abuse, insults. Leave the club. You are finished. Araujo isn't a bad defender. Far from it. He's a warrior, a monster in duels, a leader by nature. But yes, his ultra-physical style doesn't always fit the way Barça wants to defend. What's not fair? Turning on a player who has bled for his badge. It went so far that Araujo had to block comments on his Instagram, limiting who can reply, because his notifications turned into a battlefield. Imagine that, from Camp Nou's favorite soldier to a man hiding from his own fanbase. This isn't criticism anymore, this is trauma, and Araujo will need mental support to get through it. So what happens now? Here is the plot twist nobody seems to mention. His future at Barça is still safe. He renewed until 2031. His release clause is 1 billion euros. This is not a mistake. Barça don't put a billion price tag on someone they don't believe in. Araujo is hurting. He knows he let the team down, but he's not running away, and the club isn't letting him go. You can critique mistakes, you can demand better, but if we start destroying our own players, what makes us any different from the rivals we laugh at? Araujo doesn't need hate. He needs a comeback arc. And Coolest, you know how this club works. Sometimes the ones who fall the hardest rise the loudest. Guys, before you go, don't just wait for the news to explode here. Download the Barcelona Live app and get every transfer, every insider leak, every lineup twist faster than anyone else. Even faster than on this channel. If something shakes the club, you'll know it first. And now, if this video made you think, made you angry, made you dream, or at least made you feel alive as a Kool-Aid, hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Because the season is not a funeral, it's a cliffhanger. And trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next. Bye bye.